Have you ever wanted to gouge your eyes out with a spoon? Have you ever wanted to shove a pile up your nose out of frustration? No? Oh, well then you have never played Demon Souls. Demon Souls is a game that's mind-boggling frustrating. I mean, if you've heard anything about it, you probably have heard how hard this game is. And it is really hard, but it's also really good. So what is Demon Souls about? Well, the plot's actually really loose. Like, that's one of the things I didn't try hard in this game for, though. I mean, like, the intro credit roll thingy, I guess, it is the plot. It basically says fog has come over the land, and people are dying, and everybody who tries to fight it keeps on dying and disappearing and stuff. And that you're the only one who can save them, and blah blah blah, you've heard it before. But really, that's about it. There really isn't much to the plot. But I don't really care. I love the game regardless. See, the way I think I'm going to try to review this game is to just describe my own experience with the game, alright? So, whenever you start the game, first you get to create your character, which is really in-depth, like, guy. Anyways, like, it took like a good 15 to 20 minutes to make him look like how you actually want him to look like, which is really tedious and really boring. But then after you finally get to create your character, you get to choose your class, which can range from like knight to mage to some mix of the classes to a thief guy. It's just whatever you actually want to do with the game, and it really doesn't make that much of a difference later on in the game, but it will make a difference early on in the game. But then finally, after you're done creating your character and everything, you find yourself in the, I guess, training mode part of the game, where it just kind of gives you through the basics of how to play the game and stuff. And you know, you start to get the hang of it after a while. I mean, you're not like good yet, but after a while, you can kill most of the enemies pretty easily without them hurting you that much. And then all of a sudden, you go into this room and there's this giant ogre boss thing, and you're just like, wait, what? I'm not supposed to kill that thing, am I? And so then if you make so you're gonna try to kill it, and there's about a 1% chance that you actually will kill it. I think the game actually wants you to lose, and then if you actually kill it, you get some awesome reward. I don't know. I haven't beaten it yet, but if you can kill, you will die basically, is what I'm saying. If this is your first time playing, so then after you die, you're just kind of like, oh, well, that kind of sucks. And then your guy, he gets raised from like this weird fog thingy into a place that's called the Nexus, or like the home planet, where you can just choose where you want to go and stuff like that. And there's this woman that looks like she has a pancake like sewed onto her face, because she really doesn't have much of a face anymore. She's pretty creepy, but I guess she like resurrected you somehow. And yeah, from there she tells you to go into this little portal thingy, and then you have to start doing stuff. Like whenever this is what happens. You go into the castle, or this weird castle-y thing. You start fighting guys. You think you kind of got it, you know. You're walking through this. I mean, it's hard, but after a few tries, you'll get pretty far in it. And you get finally to the top of the castle, and then there's this guy with like blue eyes. You know, you think, oh, blue eyes. He's probably he might help me. You know, blue's typically good in games, and red's bad. So maybe this will work. Nope. It turns out that this guy's like a blue eyes knight, blue eyes white dragon, a knight. And he's really strong. He like right whenever he sees you, he just starts chasing after you. And after enough times, I just kind of like, if he started attacking me, I just run the back way I can, make him follow me, and he's really fast. And then I'd run all the way back to the bottom of the map, and then there's this little death pool thing. I just stand behind and try to make him fall in it on accident, because that's the only way I can actually beat him that early in the game. And so then I go back up to the castle, go to the top, then go back inside the castle in a different area, and then walk through there. Maybe save this guy if you want, but it'll help you if you save him. But that part, whatever. There's a lot of side things on this game, and then you know you go through that. Then there's this giant like cow turd like monster. I mean, it's just like a pool of goop that you have to beat. And then this is basically the first boss, and he really isn't that hard. But I don't know. My friend just told me to throw a lot of firebomb thingies on him because he doesn't like fire. So I did that, and I beat him pretty easily. It wasn't that bad. But then the next section, that one was a doozy. I mean, after you beat the boss, you know, like, it gives you your life back. I mean, whenever you die from the beginning, you have half a life bar, so that makes it really hard to begin with. And, but after you do that, you're happy because you have a full life bar again. And, like, you're like, yeah, I can take on the world now, I have so much health. So you take 2 steps, you walk outside, the next thing you know, you just get roasted by fire. You're like, wait, what just happened? And so then you lose all your soul money thingies and stuff like that, and you're not happy about it at all. So the next time I went, like, I would go through, like, you look around, you see this dragon thingy, and you're like, wait, I'm not supposed to fight that, am I? And after a while, you realize that you're just supposed to dodge his fire, but you have to do that, you have to time it perfectly, and then run across a bridge, and then kill some guys, and keep on running across the bridge, and it's really annoying. And you have to do that like 3 or 4 times, and it took me a good hour or 2 or 3 to actually get that down perfectly. So that was nice and annoying. But after I was finally able to get past the dragon, you get to this castle thingy. You get to kill another blue-eyed knight thing, which is really fun, you know, because you know how much we love those. So then after you somehow kill all of them, you walk into another castle. This entire stage is there's like tons of castles, in case you haven't realized. And then there's this giant thing. I mean, like, he's like a giant with armor, and he's really hard. You have to attack his feet a lot until he feels like dying, and he can kill you in like 1 hit. So a lot of it is just like timing. That's what a lot of Demon Souls is. If you know how to time the attacks, you know when and when not to attack, you can do pretty good. But if you're still early in the game, you're not too good at it. It's going to take you a lot of tries and a lot of time to be able to actually do good. But then finally, after you defeat him, you get your life back again, which I'm sure you've already lost by now. Then you get to go back into the Nexus. Pancake Face is all happy and stuff. And then you get to like level up your guy with tons of like whatever, like his attribute points is I guess what you could do. Like you have these souls which you get from killing people and bosses, and you get a lot of them after a while, and you get to level up your guy with them, and so you can level up like his stamina, his strength, magic, whatever you want. Luck, that's also a fun one. But there's a lot of things you can upgrade and really customize your character with. But yeah, after that you finally get to actually you get to play the game. Then all these other door thingies get unlocked, and there's like 5 of them, and they're all, some of them are pretty hard, some of them are pretty easy, but you can just kind of go through those and stuff. Oh, and you finally get to unlock online mode after you beat the second boss, which is fun. Because in online mode, you can go into like a stage that you might be having trouble with or something. You can put down your soul sign. You have to be dead for this. You put down the soul sign, and someone from another game halfway across the country, who knows, will summon you into their game. You can go through that level with them, help them beat the boss, and then you'll get your life back. And so you can go back to your game. Then you look for a guy's soul sign. Whenever you find one, you start summoning people. You can get up to like 3 or 4 people in one group, I think, and I think it's 3. But anyways, after so you can get an entire team together, and then you just go through the game, that place, and it's a lot easier and a lot funner with people, because like they always have your back most of the time, unless they're really bad teammates, which you do find occasionally, which is also really annoying. But most of the people on there aren't that bad, and they are actually really useful some of the time. And yeah, that's what most of the game consists of. You just going through tons of levels, trying to do them by yourself if you want, and then go with your teammates if you want them to go through the level, and then they'll help you win. But I personally like doing it by myself. I mean, I couldn't do some of the levels by myself, but I still tried to do a lot of levels by myself, you know. But yeah, that's what the main gameplay consisted of. Alright, so the clip was a lot longer than I thought it would be, so I'm going to do this really fast. The graphics are really good, they're astounding, blah blah blah. You'll love them, don't worry about that. The gameplay is really smooth, it's really easy to get, it takes a while to get into, but once you finally get mastery controls and stuff, it feels really good, and it's really easy, kinda. And you'll have fun with it, it's not annoying at all. So I really recommend Demon Souls to anyone that is interested in it at all, or that has a PS3, whatever, you want it. You want this game. yeah, I'm Redneckzilla, and this was Reviewing Rainbow. Bye!